today? You okay?
I'm great. I just woke up like half an hour ago.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Fair enough.
how
Did
are
you have a
you?
late night yesterday?
Actually not. I was just at home, but I couldn't fall asleep somehow. So
So you just
yeah,
skip one of those nights.
yeah. I mean, I fell asleep like at 1 or something. It's like nothing dramatic, but I somehow had a headache. I got a vaccine like a few days ago, and I
Oh
think
right,
I'm
yeah.
still like still a bit sick or something because I usually don't have headaches. And like since few nights I had like headaches, but probably just like you know,
Hmm.
the immune system is kind of like fighting or something.
Yeah, I think it's try to like settle in your body kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I had my. What is it? Was your second one? Oh.
Yeah, it was already the second one. Like after the first one, I didn't feel anything.
Oh, okay.
Um, but after the second one, I didn't expect that I will feel something, So I was like, oh, it will be great. So I took it on Monday, and on Tuesday I woke up completely destroyed.
Yeah.
I had a like a temperature and stuff, and I really forgot, how to be sick even because I wasn't sick like for years probably, like since
Yeah.
my teenage times or something.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
So yeah, it was really weird.
Because you kind of
But
feel like it's a cold, but like it's a different kind of cold. Like,
yeah,
but hope you're doing
yeah,
well now.
it's a weird feeling. Yeah, like on Wednesday everything was better, so it was just like one day I really suffered for one day, and then the next day I woke up. Oh, what happened yesterday? Like really nothing happened. But did you have your vaccine also, or?
I did. I had my first one. Must be like 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't had any huge. Just my arms was a bit sore, but I was
Uh-huh.
pretty good the whole time. I'm gonna have my second one in middle of August, so
Oh, okay.
we'll see. We'll see the on the second one how we react. Hopefully, nothing too bad because yeah,
Yeah.
I hate being sick. I hate taking medicine. I just don't like it. So in today's episode, guys, we have Mimi, and we met in front views with um, because you came for a concert, and it
Yes.
was it was great. It was a great concert. It was a great music. It was actually my first concert after the whole lockdown, and it was such a nice release. Finally, listen to some live music again. So, how
Yeah, I
did you
can
find the
imagine.
experience?
It was also my first gig after the whole year of lockdown, kind of.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was also like really refreshing, and I was just like happy to just like stay on stage and see the people and share the moment, and
nice.
so yeah, it was really really nice emotions, of course. Yeah, I mean, also like the audience, a lot of people told me the same as you that it was their first concert after the lockdown, so
Yeah,
everyone was like
yeah,
super excited, and it was like a small event kind of, and we were like chatting afterwards, so it was super super nice.
yeah. It was good. How did you? Obviously, because lockdown and you have a job that you need obviously people to gathering and all the kind of thing. How did you deal with the whole lockdown? Did you manage to do anything, or did you more do like virtual? Did you focus on your Instagram, on your like
Yes.
digital kind of advertising?
Yeah, I just like focused on my YouTube, Instagram, stuff like this. But at some point you also feel like fed up with all the online stuff kind of,
Yeah.
because it's of course not the same. And I have organized like a few festivals for like ukulele, and I was taking part in some other festivals, so it's still like not the same. You still have like 300 people in the meeting room, but
Mm.
they cannot like turn on their mics, for example, so it's like you're singing and they like you
No.
cannot you cannot hear it, you cannot feel the emotion, of course. So yeah, but in the lockdown, I completely like had to take like a mini job on side.
Mm.
So I couldn't have any gigs or anything. So I was like made to like go. I was working like in a shop for the like a bio shop or something for this
Okay.
like winter lockdown. So yeah, it was pretty hard, but still I'm super happy that I was still able to do something with music like online. But yeah.
Did you had a really like a good engagement with the online, like the people enjoy the music through your Instagram, to your website or your YouTube?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. They enjoyed it. But the thing is, like before I was even having gigs, I started everything online. So for me, it wasn't
Mm.
like something new. You know, I was just
You
like,
just carry on.
yeah. Before I was like writing my songs or like releasing my songs, I was still, doing covers on my Instagram. So I already had like some audience and friends who were listening to them,
Mm.
even like in the normal times. And
Yeah.
then after some times, I kind of um, transitioned to like the real stage. So yeah, for me it was like my first place was online, and so yeah, I just got used to it. But yeah, I wasn't always like this intense as in lockdown. I wasn't like really doing live streams, doing like live concert, everything online. So for me, what was this was the hardest part, probably, that you don't have other choice.
Mm.
I mean, you do it as long as you have a choice, as long as you have variety. But when
Yeah.
you only have like one path, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. Is a big change, especially I feel like obviously I'm interviewing different kind of artists, photographers, painters, all the kind of
Mhm.
things. They all come out with something during the lockdown. Then I feel like the artists people, the creative people, they adapt really well, even if they're
Mhm.
not really keen on a digital sometimes, but they find a way, which is great as a, yeah, as a person that he needs exposure, needs people to see your stuff. And yeah, as your example, you just carry on doing online, and obviously you got really good um, feedback, so you just carry on, and that's great.
Mhm.
How did you start um, composing a song? How would you describe your process? How do you start? Because you're doing covers, but you do songwriting, which is really
Yes.
interesting.
Wish I could write a song and let you know that I was wrong. I wish you could kill my doubts, but no, there is no way out. And though you can feel my pain, I hope you will see someday I'm not an enemy to you. Let's try and make it through. You look better in any way. You read her letter. Nothing better, you can't forget her. And you look better in any weather. You read her letter. Nothing better, you can't forget her. No, she was your first love. It's not what I'm thinking, no. One day you will get moved on, but by the time I'll be gone, you don't wanna talk to me. Give some sign and I'll be free. Be honest, I need to know. It won't hurt if you say no. You look better in any way. You read her letter. Nothing better, you can't forget her. And you look better in any weather. You
Yeah, so I actually started like my Instagram and everything only from covers. And for
Mm,
me, I don't know, before I like had a gut to write a song, even I would say, I was always thinking, oh, people only like chosen one can write a song. That was my thought, I thought, oh my god,
mm,
it's a talent and you cannot force it. And I'm just like not able to write a song. I'm just a singer. I was always positioning myself as just a singer or like a ukulele player, but never a songwriter, never a creator or something. And yeah, just at some point I got inspired and I wrote a song like from nothing. And after that I just like started believing myself that I can write a song. But
nice.
the like physical process of writing a song for me now would be um yeah, I mean, I don't like wake up and think, oh, today I will write like 5 songs, which would be probably nice,
Mm,
because I really believe that songwriting is a training, like a muscle kind of, you can
yeah,
train, you can get better in like your melodies and your lyrics, of course. But yeah, for me, I really have to be inspired from some situation, probably like, I don't know, some circumstances that I've seen in the world outside, or like with my personal life kind of thing. And yeah, I just get inspired. And for me, just like a place where I can let out my emotions, probably,
mm.
and just like a process the situation most of the time. So yeah, it's like, probably it's not that good to treat your songs as your like kind of personal diary. I
How
don't
long
know, but
into your after you were doing covers, how long did you start doing your like your song, your writing?
so I started doing covers like 2019, the
Okay.
beginning of 2019. And like in summer 2019 I wrote my first like, I was writing some songs before, but I was always unhappy with them. I was writing like just like some
Mm,
funny songs, probably like in my teenage times or like even later. I was writing some songs, but I was always unhappy with them. So that that summer was like the first song that I was proud of myself. I was like, wow, I really want to share this song with the world. I was proud of this song, kind of.
that's nice. That's
So
great.
yeah, it took me like a half a year. But also I would say like the ukulele community, or like just the people online, really encouraged me to start writing songs, because people were like, oh my god, you should really write some new song. And because like some people were just like fed up with covers all over
Mm,
the internet.
just listen to covers and
Yes, and people were
yeah,
like, oh, do you have some original songs? I would really be keen in listening to your original songs. And I was like, maybe, I don't know. And I mean, I didn't force it, it just like came in like a natural process. But yeah, probably it was also like my first motivation, just like my supporters were just like interested, or like were really believing that I could write
yeah.
something.
I found it really
And
interesting the reaction of the people that they were like, "Oh no, we want original stuff." I feel like from the start of using TikTok and Reels and
mhm,
stuff like that, that people use the same track for like thousand and thousand of videos. Probably
yes.
the reaction was like, "Oh, finally we listened to something new and something that I didn't listen 10 times today."
Yes.
And yeah, probably that's really interesting reaction by your audience, that they were really happy to listen to some like original songs. And
Yeah,
how
I mean,
did
a lot of
you
people are still interested in covers and like play alongs. A lot of people like
mm,
writing me, hey, can you do a play along for this song? So, I mean, there is like 50-50 probably, so people are still interested in like some super new songs, because people also want to learn them, because I'm doing like
mm,
play alongs, not a full tutorials, but just like a chords and lyrics so people can like follow. But yeah.
what made you um couple of questions actually on how did you start the singing career? Like why did you decide to start singing from the beginning?
I didn't decide actually. So I was like 5 years old, I guess, and my parents just sent me to the music school,
Ah, okay.
because as they told me, like after that I was just annoying them. Like since I was like 3 or 4, I was just like walking around and making up some songs. And they were just like, at that point, they were like, oh my God, we need to do something with her. We cannot keep her at home.
So
She's
she can go
annoying
singing
us.
somewhere else and not here at
Yes,
home.
please just go away. But yeah, and I have like some videos of like singing some absurd song. We had like a karaoke set or something. So I don't know why we had like a microphone, and I had like some old videos of me just like singing some my made up songs, in my own like childish language. So yeah, that's how it all started. And the thing is that this music school had like also so the teacher was organized, not an organizer, he was like managing um like a small group of solo artists, not solo artists, but like kids.
Yeah.
And we were just like going around and like performing at some contents in Europe and like in my country also. So it took me like the skill probably to perform, or like the interest to perform. I really, it wasn't really my choice to perform, but this teacher was like, oh, you're singing so well, we need to take you in this group who is like performing. So yeah, that's how it all started. And I was like performing my whole like teenage times. And yeah, at some point I
Did
just
did you sorry, did you I just want to ask you, do you have a vivid memory of this like concert that you, like tour that you did when you were a kid? Because it
of
might be like that.
course.
Okay, that's probably like the
No, I
spark
remember.
of like you wanted to.
Yeah, I still remember like my first ever performance. I think it was like 6 or 7 at this point, and I really remember like the backstage and stuff, and I really
Nice.
remember like the first performance even. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Sorry, I interrupt you.
So
You were saying.
no, no worry, I'm fine.
Okay. Um, so you start with this like when you were a kid and you just go into, how did you get into the ukulele, the whole performing gig
Mhm.
with the ukulele?
Yeah, so after this music school, after my school, so it was like all during the school time. And then at the point as I finished school, I had to decide what should I study. And I thought, okay, I was doing my music school like my whole life, because like I had to go to normal school 5 times a
Yeah.
day and my music school afterwards. So I had like 5 or even 6 times a day. Sometimes I had music school. So it was like the only thing that I know is like doing music and singing. So I decided to become an opera singer, and I entered
Okay.
the like a singing like a music academy. But yeah, I stayed there just like for 1 year, and I couldn't really like fit in somehow with like all of the students and all of the teachers. They were like, "Oh, you want to be an opera singer, but you don't project this energy of opera singer, kind of."
Okay.
That was the vibe, and everyone was, I don't know, I couldn't like fit in an opera singer scene. I don't know. I mean,
Hmm.
for me it was okay, you can be opera singer and be a hipster or be whatever. You don't have to be like a
Yeah.
classical lady. But they were like making me think about
Even
it
because
or
you were
maybe
so young at the
better.
time, like,
Yeah, I was like 18. So
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It like made me, so this thought like maybe made me drop out of this singing academy, like a music academy. And yeah, I just like started a different like direction in the university. I started history of arts,
Hmm.
and then I switched a few times, but I was living in Munich at that time, and I had like no connection to the ukulele. So it was like few years I wasn't doing like really music actively. I was just like, I was thinking, okay, I will leave music for a hobby, and I will just study
Okay.
and get like a solid degree or something.
Hmm.
But at some point I moved to Berlin, and the thing was, so I wasn't performing, but I was still doing music at home, and I couldn't bring like my piano, like a wooden piano, and I didn't want to. So I was playing piano. Yeah, I didn't mention it. Sorry.
That's all right.
um, I couldn't, like, I was accompanying myself by playing the piano, like just chords.
Hmm.
And I didn't want to get a synthesizer because I felt it was like, I don't know, fake, or like, or
Yeah, like the
probably like,
digital.
yeah, probably like piano players would understand what I mean, you know? Either they're like super, super expensive synthesizers, like keyboards that like imitate the real one, but I mean, I couldn't afford it. So I was like, okay, I should find some alternative. And some friend of mine just randomly brought a ukulele to the party.
Okay.
And at this point, I had no idea about ukulele. Probably I've seen it like once at some Lilo and Stitch cartoon or something. I really had like no, knowledge about ukulele or about this alternative. And I never liked the guitar. I liked the guitar, but I never like was really, I don't know, it was so huge for me. I didn't like the feeling. I don't know. It was like just a too big string instrument for me. Uh, but yeah, I spent like the whole party. It was just like me playing the ukulele in the corner. And yeah, like after that, I decided like, oh yeah, it would be a nice alternative to bring a ukulele with me to Berlin. And you know, first of all, I wouldn't like annoy the neighbors or like
Mm.
the
It's
people,
pretty
the
practical.
agency. Yes, and it's like you can bring it everywhere to any park, and it's just like a nice mobile instrument kind of. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I found out about ukulele and started.
It was first love in first sight.
Probably, yes. It was really addictive. I was like, wow, that's such a great instrument. I was telling all of my friends to get ukuleles and
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
because it's quite interesting. Obviously, it's not the first, like you never really see anyone with ukulele. It's always like guitar or piano. It's pretty like a
Yes.
particular instrument to
Mm-hmm.
use that often as you do. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's really interesting. Um, how what let's do you remember your best performance that you ever had, that you stuck with you for some reason, and it was for you was like the best performance that you ever had?
I'll be always standing out for you. So scary, but I have to face the truth. I'm no second choice for you. The calculated love sticks like a glue. Mesmerizing, fantasizing. Hear words, oh, big mistake, and I'm trying to be perfect, but every time it's far too late. Never enough, never enough, never enough for you. Gave you my soul, gave you my, but there's just a joke for you. Never, never enough. Sensations looking at your lips. The moments when I've seen your happy face, I'm coming like a sonic eclipse. So why we keep on running this red race, compromising, patronizing? We keep going for too long. All I want is to be flawless, but you keep pushing this high. No, never enough,
was actually thinking about it, but I don't know. I didn't came up with one particular performance. Probably from my childhood or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. I really remember I was performing in Prague, and I was like, I don't know, 12 or 11. And for me, it was just like a next level. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm performing. So it was like a stage on the
Oh,
main
okay.
square. And I forgot the name of it, but it's like in the main square in Prague next to this clocks and the castle, not the castle, the church. And for me, it was like, wow, it's just like the next level. I'm like I don't know, I'm a star now. It was just like a city concert or something, some city celebration or like market.
Okay.
But for me, it was like, oh my God, wow, I was in love with Prague, probably also that's why. But yeah, I mean, pretty much each like basking session is just
Mm.
like a phenomenon on itself because it's always something happening, something crazy happening, and
It's
I
an
don't know,
adventure.
some good crazy and bad crazy sometimes. But yeah, basking is really, really, it's also really addictive. I don't know. I wouldn't think like basking would make me like really sacrifice so much energy and like to invest so much time, but it's really amazing. I mean, performing gigs is also super nice when it's like organized and people know that
Hmm.
like you're singing and they're coming to your concert like consciously.
Yeah.
But basking is also like super wild, and people are sometimes, wow, they're so unexpected, and it's just like such a nice like life experience, just to see how people are, or I don't
It's
know.
like the energy that you find, all the people that they just
Yeah, it's
stop
just
and
so
start listening to
crazy.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
must
also like
be,
the sorry.
you were, you were saying, sorry?
No, it's just like probably the thing that you're just like singing randomly somewhere, and you're just like interrupting the day of the person, you just
Yeah.
like interrupting the moment. It's also like interesting.
Yeah, no, no, I can imagine. I never done, obviously, an artist, drawing, painting. I never done any thing like that on like
Mhm.
plein air, we will say, in front of everyone. You just said I did a competition which was live painting,
Wow.
and it was pretty intense. I did not expect to be that nerve wracking, just because I do painting and drawing pretty much every day. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna paint somewhere else today. It's
Hmm.
fine. And then the crowd starts gathering, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be different. And it was a lot of people in the end, and it
Wow.
was really well organized, and that's why I think there was a lot of people, and it was really, but everyone was there for that, so everyone
Hmm.
really wanted to see people paint and from
Hmm.
life. But yeah, that was my only obviously I draw for friends and stuff like that in front of them, but
Hmm.
nothing like a crowd. So if you, I can imagine doing an industry just from nowhere, you just interrupting, as you said, the day of the person, and they could react in, oh, this is great, or this is, I don't want this, which is, yeah, it's
Yeah.
always a gambling, like a
True.
different
Yes.
experience. But yeah, I can imagine that day, it was fun. I really enjoyed it, but it was really nervous, different
Wow. I
different
mean,
way.
imagine you could also like go in Berlin outside and like do the live painting or
Yeah, I
something.
I throw about that so many times. I don't know why. I just don't do it. I don't know. I think I just need to push myself to do it once and see what's the feeling and what's the
Or you could
reaction.
like join the musician, it could be like a duo, like a painting and the live music.
See? Oh, collaboration. We can do one together.
Yes, I mean that would be fun, of course.
It's great. Yeah, yeah. I can, yeah, do a drawing of you where you singing for
Wow,
the
that would be really, really interesting.
for Berlin. Yeah, in Berlin. Yeah, I see many times people painting, obviously singing, but even the drawings. And I think I have to do it before the winter comes because then
Mhm.
that's gonna be definitely challenging if I want to do it during the winter.
Yes, the summer is just like the best time for busking or like any performances, you know.
Mm,
Like in winter, Berlin is like kind of falling
intense.
asleep.
Everyone says if we can survive the first winter, like, because this is gonna be my actually first winter. I moved here 3 months ago.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah. I
God.
moved here 3 months ago in Berlin, and
Wow.
for like working with front views and all the things. So
Ah, okay.
I lived in the UK, so I'm pretty good with like bad weather because that is not
Mm-hmm.
always great. It's always
Yeah.
pretty raining and cold, so I think I will do okay, but we'll see. I will let you know during during the snow time.
Yeah, I mean, this summer is also like super crazy. Like now it's almost raining in Bedding, so I'm like, it could be also winter, you know, from the grayness.
Yeah. Um,
But yeah.
did you have what are your goals as a singer? Because you don't know, like you can never I really these things are really unpredictable, so you never know where everything is gonna go. But what
Yeah, of
you wanna
course.
what do you wanna go with your singing career?
Mm, I mean, I of course would like just release more songs, and I probably would like to be more of a recording artist.
Mm,
I really enjoyed the live performances in busking, but I enjoy like songwriting and producing my own songs much more. Also, like not much more, but like another level more, kind of.
yeah, I know what you mean.
So yeah, I really would like to do this, and I mean, I don't know if I mean, probably I would like to be signed by some label and get support from some like music label because it's like probably the easiest way, I guess, to
Yeah.
you know, to have a career kind of and not being relying only on yourself. But yeah, I would still just like to just release more songs, maybe release an album or something. Because I was releasing just like singles, one after another.
Mm,
um yeah, I really enjoy like really producing and just like mixing everything, and you know, just like finding the sound and kind of expressing the acoustic version of the song into the electric version. I really enjoy this process, so I would really like to be like a better producer. Probably it's also like one of my goals, like to maybe do some course or to go to some school for like producing.
mm.
um
Do you do
yeah.
everything yourself at the moment? All the
Yes.
producing?
Yes, I'm doing everything myself. And I actually, it wasn't like my plan to become a producer, but I was also kind of made to
Yeah, you have
develop
to, do you?
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for
I
example,
I
like, is there, sorry?
I was gonna you just end up doing everything because obviously budget, obviously like the
Yes.
people that you know, you just end up doing as for example, I do the podcast, I do the editing, I do the music, I do
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing, the graphics, and you just end up doing it. It's which is good. I enjoy
Mm-hmm.
that process as well, and just the learning of the skills and the whole new skill set that you can have,
Yeah.
which is always good. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. And then at the end, your product is kind of more authentic, you know what I mean? Because it's all your
Yeah.
like handwork and all of your thoughts and everything. So it's like your baby, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that's also
is
nice.
yeah. That's I want to carry on doing this podcast because I really enjoying having those chats with the artist, and even if
Mm-hmm.
it's try to make it almost every week, it's usually every
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks it comes out with a new episode because it gives me the time to edit and make clips out of it. So because I yeah, it's like kind of your little baby, like your baby, your project, really
Yeah,
personal. So yeah, you don't want to stop, you want to carry on, so you just make it work around
totally. Yes.
your schedule, your life. But yeah, Mimi, I was great. It was a pleasure. I don't want to take too much time of your day. And just quickly before we go, do you want to plug your Instagram, your YouTube, or your social media where people can see you
Yes, I'm
and find you?
just Mimi Mitina everywhere, pretty much everywhere. If you put like Mimi Mitina, you will find me on pretty much any platform.
Are you on Spotify as well? Are you?
Yes.
Great.
Not only Spotify, also like Apple Music or which are there, like Deezer, whatever. I don't know.
It's great. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Mimi. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure.
thanks you.
I'll see
Thank
you
you so much
soon.
for having me.
That's great. No, that was really my pleasure. It was good. And we have to do the collaboration drawing and music live.
Yes, it will be super fun. I
That
mean,
will
I
be
really
fun.
enjoy it. It will be really like fun in some like nice spot also, like some hidden spot where
Yeah.
people just like walking by, not expecting anything, and just like boom, and there's like two artists. Wow.
Crazy artist in the woods. Yeah, somewhere.
Or we can also organize it, make it like a event.
Yeah, we can make
Really,
a proper, like, with videos and stuff like that. Somebody videoing.
yeah, that also would be fun.
But yeah, for sure. That would be great.
Wow. Okay.
We have definitely do that. We'll text. We'll see.
Okay.
That's great. Thank you very much again for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was super much fun.
Perfect. Bye.